What's going on YouTube? It's Mike and Mitch from Quickie DFS, here to break down the showdown slate between the Browns and the Denver Broncos tonight. As you guys can see, we have the Vegas odds pulled up. It's not very fun tonight, and I'm going to let Mitch talk about that with you guys.
So I'll try to sound as enthusiastic as I possibly can about this game throughout the whole video, but it'll be hard. So the game opened up at a 44, which still sucked, but it was going to be okay. And then all the injuries popped up on the Browns side, and it dropped down to 40, which it might even be lower than 40. But it's going to be a terrible game. And before we kick it off, the weather in Cleveland, there's going to be about 23 to 24 mile an hour winds throughout the game. So pay attention to that. I'm not going to necessarily take that into consideration too much, but it definitely can happen. Sorry, here I'm trying to pull up the showdown slate. Look at all the injury tags. Out, IR, questionable. So yeah, that's why we're not too excited about this, but turn it over to Mike here. Who would you like to talk about first?
First, I would like to talk about Teddy Bridgewater, because from the beginning of this week, I've been saying I think Teddy has a good game. A lot of people around me have been telling me, no, like, he's not going to have a good game, the Browns are going to win, this and that, which I don't agree with them, especially because of all the injuries that the Browns have going on right now. They are missing one of their starting linemen. Conklin's still out, even though Jedrick Wills has returned to the lineup. Odell's questionable. Jarvis, I'm not sure if he's returning yet. Baker Mayfield has been ruled out. Chubb's out. Kareem Hunt's out. So they're missing pretty much their whole entire team. So with that being said, all their second stringers will pretty much be playing. And on the offensive side of things, the Browns are going to be pretty limited because they don't have playmakers like they usually do. And Denver has an okay defense, in my opinion. So I think that helps out with Teddy Bridgewater because he'll have the defense to be able to help him out. And I think he's going to be able to pass on this team. I think he's going to throw for a couple touchdowns. I think he does very well today. I don't know how Mitch feels about that.
Yeah, I disagree. I think that with the kind of running back first, the running back scheme first that the Denver Broncos play, I don't think that any of the quarterbacks tonight are necessarily must-plays because both these offenses are so run-heavy, and both the quarterbacks are even kind of questionable coming into this. Case Keenum hasn't played a game in probably over 2 years. Bridgewater has a foot and a quad injury. That's not good, so he's not going to be mobile. I think the running backs are probably the way to go here. I probably favor, staying on the Broncos side here, I probably favor Javonte Williams to Melvin Gordon. They're almost the same price, but with the 1,100 savings, that's why I like Javonte Williams. They necessarily get the same role and same amount of touches, but he's just more explosive, more fun to watch run. And with the savings, I'm going to pick Javonte Williams over Melvin Gordon. Do you have an interest in either back?
Yeah, on DraftKings, I'm going to agree with you with Javonte Williams. Really because it's a price thing. I also think that he's the next up-and-coming thing in Denver. I don't know how much longer Melvin Gordon will be there. With that being said, I'll probably go Javonte Williams on both sides, actually, because of the price difference. I can get behind that. Yeah.
What are your pass catchers on Denver? If you're high on Teddy Bridgewater, you're going to be liking some of his pass catchers.
Yeah, so I don't really I don't mind Cortland Sutton's price. It's a little bit more than Tim Patrick, so I think I favor Tim Patrick. And I'll probably go Tim Patrick and Fant as my pass catchers to pair with Teddy Bridgewater. Fant's way too cheap in my opinion for the role he has, and he's pretty much on the field 24/7 when the offense is out there, obviously. So my two pass catchers will be Tim Patrick and Noah Fant paired with Teddy Bridgewater on FanDuel. Noah Fant's a little pricey on DraftKings.
Yeah, Noah Fant is priced up on DraftKings. If you're going to play him in the flex, it makes him a little better, but still pretty priced out. That's kind of why I like these running backs, but Williams more. I don't mind the pass catchers. Going back to this now, all the injuries on the Browns, I want to mention their pass catchers. If Jarvis stays on the IR and Beckham's looking to be out again, or not again, but to be out, they said it's going to be an uphill battle for him to play. So pretty much he's going to be out. It's Thursday at 12:25. He's going to be out, according to everything that we've seen. So it makes me like Donovan Peoples-Jones a lot. I'm not sure what his price is on FanDuel, but on DraftKings, I think that's a great price for him. If you want kind of an explosive play in your captain, what you're looking for at your captain, Donovan Peoples-Jones might be a good option. Where is he here?
Right there.
8,500 on FanDuel. I like that too.
I don't love it. I wish he was a little bit cheaper, but I can get behind it.
If he's number one?
Yeah, but even if he is number one, I still probably will go like Rashard Higgins just because he's cheaper, and Austin Hooper, or maybe even Njoku, just because of the price thing. Like I said, though, I don't expect Cleveland to win this game in case Keenum hasn't played in about 2 or 3 years or whatever it is. And that does mean something. I know he's been in the NFL for a while, but when you don't play, you're definitely you're going to be rusty a little bit. I just don't see the Browns winning this game. So if I'm going to play anybody from the Browns, it's just the running backs for me.
Yeah, going back to why it's kind of sketchy to rely on a Case Keenum pass catcher, because we haven't seen him play in so long. So it's hard to say. He might lean on the tight end more, or he might, the check down to the running back, or does he like going to Hollywood over Donovan Peoples-Jones? Does he like Njoku over Hooper? So that's kind of what's difficult about predicting who's going to see the target share on the offense with Case Keenum being the quarterback. But one thing I can guarantee pretty much with the Browns, they're so run heavy that D'Ernest Johnson's probably going to be a lock on both sides. I don't care the price, just because that's what the Browns want to do, especially with the backup. I could see D'Ernest Johnson being the highest owned on the slate. He is so cheap too here.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy that he's cheaper than Felton, because we haven't even seen Felton take any running back snaps. We've only seen him line up as a wide receiver this year. So that's kind of weird. And that's another reason why I favor him over Felton.
On FanDuel, they are $2,000 cheaper.
It's vice versa.
Yeah, DraftKings are more expensive by, what is that?
400.
Yeah, 400.
So yeah, I'll be going D'Ernest Johnson on both sites. I will play Felton in a lineup or two just to have exposure to him, because we don't really know what's going to happen in that backfield. But if I had to guess, that's going to be really D'Ernest Johnson.
All right, a couple low-price guys that you can get to, but I don't know if you actually need to on a slate like this, because it's just so bad. John Kelly, I don't know if he's going to get any snaps. I'd assume he gets some snaps. I don't know if they're going to be significant snaps.
Yeah, he's third on the depth chart, I'm pretty sure, at running back.
Yeah, at 200, it's bare minimum on DraftKings. We'll check on FanDuel here in a second. He got called up from the Browns practice squad. Mike was looking at him before we got on air here, and he was, looking at his 40, and he played for the Rams and stuff, so he has been around the NFL. He is pretty fast. There's an opportunity that he might see some touches at 200. It's a great fucking punt play. On FanDuel, I'll just type him in because it's gonna be hard to find him. Same.
He's bare minimum.
Yeah, you don't know what his his share is gonna be, but you gotta expect something.
Yeah, but
here.
the thing is though, is like with FanDuel, Case Keenum's 5K as well.
Is he really?
Yeah, so you just play Case Keenum and move on, because he's gonna play. He's gonna have to do something. You wouldn't even consider I wouldn't consider playing him, because Case Keenum's the same price.
So, but
on DraftKings, I get it.
Yeah. What the hell? What if you played a lineup with Case Keenum and the running back? I guess that wouldn't be too.
You get whoever you want.
Yeah, but if you did do that, you can get whoever you want.
Yeah, and you're definitely different than the whole entire field.
Yeah, so that might not be a bad option. Anything you would like to talk about?
No, guys. As we said, it's pretty ugly. But if I had to pick one team to win, it's going to be Denver, and I do think Teddy has a good game. One thing I will call out, though, is Tim Patrick is going to score a touchdown tonight. That's one thing I do know. And I'm going to go with Noah Fant as well. I think Teddy has a pretty good game tonight, guys.
Yeah, your three locks, you like Noah, Tim, and Teddy.
Yeah.
My locks over here, I'm going to play a GPP because I don't love this game. So I'm going to throw in John Kelly into my plays. I'm also going to have exposure to Javonte Williams, Donovan Peoples-Jones. If Jarvis and Odell are out, I think is a great play. And I do kind of like Njoku, but Austin Hooper is a little bit cheaper, which I think I could walk faster than Austin Hooper could run. But at that price, you don't hate it if they get down to the red zone. That's all we got for you guys on this terrible showdown slate. Follow us on Quickie if you'd like to get the rest of our plays. At Quickie DFS on Twitter. Please like and subscribe. That's all we got.
Have a good one, guys.